On a scorching summer afternoon at the San Diego Zoo, a sudden gasp rippled through the laughter and chatter of tourists. "Oh my God, what is that?" The African lion enclosure erupted in chaos. In the horrified eyes of hundreds of visitors, a small, shimmering golden blur slowly stepped into the heart of the large, layered gray rock formations, arranged naturally like a miniature kingdom. It was a golden retriever with a glistening coat and searching eyes who had wandered into the territory of the kings of the jungle. Screams and whispers spread like wildfire. "A dog! It's going into the lion enclosure. Oh no, the lions will attack it." Everyone's hearts seemed to stop as they witnessed the unbelievable scene. Two large male lions with magnificent golden manes lay sprawled on the highest rock outcrop, their golden eyes slowly opening. They slowly rose, muscles rippling under their skin, and fixed their gaze on the small intruder. The air suddenly became thick, heavy with anticipation. A little girl clutched her mother's hand, her eyes welling up with tears. Everyone expected a tragic ending. But then, a miracle unfolded. As the dog approached closer, one of the male lions, seemingly the leader, suddenly lowered its head, letting out a soft rumble. Not an aggressive growl, but a strange greeting. The dog, Willow, that was her name, gently wagged her tail, her eyes filled with tenderness. There were no angry roars, no attacks, only utter astonishment from the crowd. What was truly happening here? Was there a secret hidden behind this seemingly insane scene? This story wasn't about a tragedy in the making, but a reunion, a testament to love that defied all definitions, an interspecies maternal bond that had been forged many years ago. To understand that impossible scene, we must go back in time to a drizzly morning many years ago, right here within the grounds of the San Diego Zoo. Willow wasn't an ordinary house dog. She was a dog who lived near the zoo, sometimes wandering into the less frequented areas of the park, driven by the instincts of a mother overflowing with love, though she had never had puppies of her own. On that fateful day, the faint whimpers of tiny creatures drew Willow's attention. She followed the sound, weaving through dense bushes, crossing muddy puddles. Finally, she reached a secluded corner of the lion enclosure, where large gray rocks formed a natural den. And there, nestled between the cold stones, were three newborn lion cubs, their eyes still closed, trembling from cold and hunger. They had been abandoned, perhaps because their mother had encountered an incident or simply due to an instinct that led her to abandon her weakest offspring. With her maternal instincts strongly awakened, without a moment's hesitation, Willow used her nose to warm them, licking the wet fur of each tiny cub. She gently nudged them closer together with her snout, forming a warm cluster. Despite the species difference, her motherly instinct told Willow that these tiny creatures needed protection. She began spending hours by their side, licking, warming, and trying to find food for her adopted children, though it was an immense challenge for a dog. A few days later, zoo staff discovered Willow and the lion cubs. Instead of separating them, they were incredibly surprised to witness Willow diligently caring for the tiny cubs. Recognizing this unusual bond, and more importantly, Willow's tender care that had helped the weak cub survive, the zoo management made a bold decision to allow Willow to continue being their surrogate mother, with close supervision and full support for food and medical care. Willow became the unexpected mother of the lion cubs. She lovingly taught them how to walk, how to play, how to groom themselves. She often licked them, growled softly when anyone came too close, though her growl was just a cute, husky bark, and slept curled up beside them, warming their tiny bodies. The lion cubs were named Mufasa, Nala, and Simba, names reminiscent of kings and queens of the savannah, but now they were growing up under the gentle protection of a kind golden retriever mother. The love Willow had for them was completely unconditional, a love that transcended all biological barriers, proving that a mother's heart can expand infinitely. As time passed, the lion cubs grew quickly. Their golden fur gradually became thicker and stronger, and their youthful whimpers transformed into majestic roars. Mufasa, with his regal bearing, became the alpha male of the small pride. Nala, graceful and agile, was always Mufasa's companion. Simba, though slightly smaller than his siblings, was incredibly loyal and devoted to Willow. Despite their size and strength, now far surpassing Willow's, their respect and love for their surrogate mother never wavered. Amazingly, whenever Willow let out a soft bark, Mufasa, Nala, and Simba still listened. Willow often taught them to play more gently with each other, not too rough. Once, one of the lions, in a burst of high spirits, almost scratched a bird perched nearby. Immediately, Willow let out a warning growl, her characteristic husky bark. Strangely enough, the lion immediately stopped, lowering itself as if apologizing. This showed that Willow's authority lay not in physical strength, but in her love and nurturing. Zustaf also witnessed many astonishing scenes. Once, a visitor accidentally threw a water bottle into the enclosure. The bottle landed near Willow, startling her slightly. Instantly, Mufasa let out a loud roar, looking incredibly alert, shielding Willow. Nala and Simba also quickly surrounded their surrogate mother, their golden eyes fixed intently on the crowd, as if instinctively protecting her. The adult lions, fearsome to any other creature, had become the most loyal bodyguards of a gentle golden retriever. The lion enclosure, with its large, layered gray rocks, once a refuge for newborn cubs, now served as a strong fortress protecting their adoptive mother. This relationship was not just a miracle, but also a profound lesson in bonding. It proved that love, upbringing, and respect can overcome all biological barriers. The lions not only saw Willow as their mother, but also as their spiritual leader, who had given them a second chance at life. Their love for Willow was not dependence, but genuine gratitude and protection, showing that even the strongest can learn tenderness from a compassionate heart. Now, we return to the dramatic moment at the San Diego Zoo. Willow, now older, her fur tinged with silver, her movements no longer as agile as before, had somehow wandered and once again entered the lion enclosure. Initially, the crowd of tourists and zoo staff all expected the worst. Screams and urgent calls from staff echoed everywhere. All eyes were on Willow, and then on Mufasa and Nala, the powerful adult lions. But as Willow approached Mufasa, the unthinkable happened. Mufasa did not growl menacingly, nor did it bare its fangs. Instead, it gently lowered its head, its nose lightly touching Willow's. A warm purring sound escaped its large throat. Nala also approached, using her large body to shield Willow from the crowd's view. Simba, Willow's youngest adopted cub, now also fully grown, lay prostrate at his mother's feet, his golden eyes fixed on the cheering people outside, as if instinctively protecting her. This scene completely defied all expectations. The lions did not attack Willow, they protected her. When zoo staff tried to retrieve Willow, Mufasa and Nala stood in their way, expressing their displeasure with soft warning growls. They had no intention of harming humans, but simply wanted to keep their surrogate mother safe within their embrace. Willow, seemingly sensing this protection, leaned against Mufasa, her eyes half closed, as if enjoying the warmth and security. That moment silenced the crowd. The initially terrified faces were now filled with awe and emotion. Some people began to cry, tears of relief and profound gandom. This was not a dangerous incident, but a reunion filled with love, a powerful testament to boundless maternal affection. The large, layered gray rocks in the lion enclosure, once the refuge of newborn cubs, were now witnessing the return of their mother, surrounded by the infinite love of her grown children. Willow's love had sown seeds in wild hearts, and now it blossomed into a protection stronger than any survival instinct. This touching reunion became one of the most memorable moments at the San Diego Zoo, spreading across the globe. The story of Willow and her lion cubs challenged every definition of love and family. It proved that the deepest relationships don't necessarily have to be formed by blood, but can come from care, compassion, and mutual understanding. Scientifically, this behavior can be partly explained by imprinting during early life stages, where young animals learn to identify and bond with the first mother figure they encounter. However, the endurance of this bond as the lions matured, with their natural strength and instincts, goes beyond what science can fully explain. It lies in the deep-rooted instinct for connection and affection, things we often thought only humans could feel so profoundly. Willow's story isn't just about a dog and some lions. It's a powerful message about the infinite capacity of love. It reminds us that compassion has no limits, is not bound by species, color, or any other difference. It prompts each of us to ask, what would happen if we broke down the barriers we've set for ourselves and opened our hearts to unexpected connections? Willow, the improbable mother, left a legacy of love that transcends all definitions. She taught her lion cubs how to love, and in return, they taught the world just how powerful love can be. This isn't just a story about animals. It's a mirror reflecting the deepest capacities of love within us all. If Willow's incredible journey touched your heart, imagine what other amazing stories of connection exist in our world. Subscribe to our channel for more tales that challenge your perspective and inspire your soul. And let us know in the comments below, what's the most unexpected bond you've ever witnessed?